Hello everyone. This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Welcome and thank you for joining me. Yes, this is a different time of the day where I'm doing an upload, feeling into the energies, everyone. Why is that? I'm just going to call it a day, and I looked at the time. This is Greek time, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. on the 10th of January. What does that ring a bell for you? About what does 10th of January remind you? Does it remind you at all of that full moon? That full moon, which is a lunar eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse, 2020. Okay, 2020. Lunar eclipse in Cancer at 20 degrees. So whoever has got 20 degrees, obviously 20 degrees of the cardinal signs. So Cancer, Capricorn, Aries and Libra obviously were mostly in the firing line because they were in square to that eclipse. Of course, for water signs, it was more of a subtle, helpful energy. We know that eclipses are not easy because something major is eclipsed out of our life. But remember, that was also, it wasn't only a full moon lunar eclipse, it was also, remember the celestial meetings, what was going on. Who remembers what was going on back then? Let me just remind you. Okay, so I know you can't see it on your screen, but I've got it right in front of me, and we've got Pluto, Saturn, Mercury. Okay, so on the 10th of January, we had Pluto, Saturn and Mercury. At the 22nd degree, Mercury was at 20. Obviously, the Sun was at 20 degrees since the eclipse was at 20 degrees. And the Moon, so the Sun in Capricorn, all these energies in Capricorn. The Moon was opposite in the sign of Cancer. Yeah, Jupiter was also in Capricorn at 8 degrees. So everyone, remember this was the conjoining, the coming together of the malefics, Pluto, Saturn, and poor little Mercury was amongst them. Now Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, so obviously also, of course, we know that Mercury has got a lot to do with communication, difficulties, business. What is Capricorn? It's the governments, right? It's the boss, it's the elder, it's doing things happening from the past. Why? Cancer, Capricorn. Cancer is the past, it's the home, it's the family. Capricorn is our life out there in business. It's us becoming the elder, right? Venus was at 26 of Aquarius, which Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So love matters were not easy, money matters were not easy. And the North Node was at 8 degrees. Well, 8 degrees, so North and South Nodes in Cancer, North Node, South Node in Capricorn at 8 degrees, and Jupiter was right on that South Node. We know that Jupiter expands everything, okay? So it expanded a lot to do with something that we needed to shed, something very karmic, and that was the beginning of the drums, the drrrr, voila, and we're here a year later. And as I've been saying, this January and February, with all that's going on right now, today is the 10th, right? The 10th of the 1st of 21. Okay, so those of you that like to look at the numbers, there was a drum roll, and here we are a year later, and we're still sort of dealing with the energies of the end of 2020, the year 2020. So this is an echo now of what happened back then. We all know what happened after that eclipse. Okay, so Uranus was at 2 degrees in Taurus. So it was at the beginning of the Earth sign Taurus. Mars was in Sagittarius at 5 degrees. Obviously, Mars, we know, mid-month of 2020, started to do all these funny things as that was the last fire sign that he was going to be in before he entered his home sign of Aries, where he stayed there for 6 months. So everyone, that's why I thought it's very important for me to speak to you today, to do a reading at this time. Very important. I'm going to be taking an angel answer, so start to think of your question. I will be also using Amira's Love Oracle, so we'll be looking at love. We'll be looking at a bit of everything. So again, as I said, thank you for joining me, and for those of you that follow me, don't forget to give me a like. For those of you that are new, for those that haven't subscribed, please do. So, okay, calling on spirit. Okay, because I feel it's very significant. Okay, it was 10 o'clock, January 10th of 2021. Now, I don't read reversals, but I've got the vice versa tarot, which I will be also looking at. Let's take a divine spread, everyone. As I have been really busy doing the yearly readings, look out for those, they're almost done. So, just calling on spirit. Thank you, spirit. What's going on? Let's see what's the general energy, and we've got the High Priestess. Virgo, Piscean energies, spirituality, secrets, secrecy, so much deception, so much illusion with the Piscean energy. Remember that Virgo Pisces is also the axis of health, the physical body, the mental, our mental health, which is Pisces as well. Interesting, right? As we know that as the news broke, we had Mercury transiting the sign of Pisces practically on Neptune when this breakout began. Okay, and you know what I'm talking about. Let's see what the divine spread has. So at the foundation, thank you, Spirit, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. What is hidden? We've got the Death card. Recent past, 10 of Cups. Now, we've got the Star card. The Aquarian energy, no doubt. We are practically in Aquarius. We're just finishing up in Capricorn. Crowning the reading is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, the action and advice is the 2 of Cups. The outcome, thank you, Spirit, is the 8 of Cups. Wow. And what does Spirit want us to know? We have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, we know. Knight of Cups is an offer. There's a letter coming through. There's a note. There is communication coming through. Let's take a couple more here. We've got the 4 of Swords. We know 4 of Swords is in action. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles here. What is at the foundation? We said we've got the High Priestess, 9 of Swords. A lot of worry about the unknown, secrets being withheld, a lot of anxiety. Use your intuition. 2 of Pentacles, a decision. Someone is really stressing over. Someone's having sleepless nights here. 2 of Pentacles is a very important decision Remember that the High Priestess is a 2. We've got the 2 of Cups here as well. And we've got the Empress before that, which means something was created, something was growing. The seed was planted, but there was a lot of angst, indecision, and secrets around creating something, around a project, around a pregnancy, around motherhood, around love, values, prosperity. We've got the Death card, the Star card. We've got the High Priestess, the Empress, Major Arcanas, right? So strong cards. All right, let's see what the Karma Dharma message is. 10th of January, please, Spirit. 2021, not 2020. 2021. The first month, the 10th day, which actually breaks down to a 1 again. So there's a sense of new beginnings, because if you think of the abbreviation of the date, 2021, right? That is a 5, which is the Hierophant. 5s also mean change as well. But if you really look at the abbreviation, 21 equals a 3. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And we've got Justice. Justice, law, and order, which I love to see. Love, love, love to see the Justice card there, which means balance. Where there's been imbalance, there's going to be balance. There's going to be justice as well. Now, someone could be going through a divorce. If this is your own personal situation, remember Libra is partnerships of all sorts. Romance, family, friendship, where there is balance, okay? Libra is ruled by Venus, a very spiritual, higher Venus. She's not practical as she is in Taurus. So this could be talking about a spiritual connection as well, a spiritual love. We've got the communication card that just fell through. Things to do with communication, social media. Remember that Mercury was amongst the eclipse, right? Mercury, which can also pose as a child. It's also got to do with social media, how we communicate. Okay, let's see. We have triangle. Wow. Communication in relation to a love triangle or 3 people. Okay, could be a partnership. There was a choice. As you can see, she's trying to make a choice. Now, usually I see the dark male here as a foreigner, as the outsider. Could be the third person. A High Priestess can be also secrets, but she can be the person that is hidden. We have the young male, and the young male, this is someone who loves sports cars. This is quick energy, something happening quickly, something to do with movement, travel. Remember, Mercury can also mean automobiles, cars as well. And we've got family. Interesting, right? Interesting. I'm going to say as a collective energy, let's say. Look at family, look at the closeness here, the intimacy, the emotional, physical, getting together. It looks like those things have sort of come to an end, right? Even where communication is concerned, it's as though we've been, we've had trouble. Mercury, the communicator, the trickster, movement, not being able to move, confusion, okay, imbalance. There's 3 people here, even love relationships, okay, a lot going on here. let's see, and we've got wallflower, and the wallflower means boredom, or as you could see, she's not herself anymore. She's only her shadow, which means she's not really living, right? And look at what's in the hidden position. We've got the star here, right in the face of death, which says some sort of a transformation has been happening as we're moving into the age of Aquarius. Relationships, justice, matters of justice, matters of fairness are at stake here. Let's see what the astrology has for us. Just looking at the cards here, 10 of Cups in the past, right? Past position. A lot of happiness. Here we've got a split. We've got the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Remember that justice is also partnerships. Let's have a look at the celestial energy here. We've got Aquarius and Scorpio. They're both fixed energies, fixed signs. We've also got Libra here, which is cardinal energy. Thank you, Spirit. We have Jupiter and abundance. Remember, Jupiter, Zeus would throw fireballs when he was angry. And this is the number 7. It does speak of abundance, though. Let's see. And we've got part of fortune increase. Now, part of fortune is like the wheel of fate, which the wheel of fate turns up and then turns down. I do feel that whatever is happening, things are going to change. We've got Jupiter here, and we've got the wheel of fortune, where part of fortune means there's increase. We've got abundance and we've got increase. Now, usually in the astrology, part of fortune can speak of, yes, money matters, a point of luck in your chart, but it can signify very important times, spiritual connection between two people, or the connection of you and your spiritual self. It's really an important, a very important point in our charts. So we've got the 7, it turns into a 9, right? Let's see what the Lenormand has for us. We've got the mature woman. And we've got past life. Something karmic, something familiar. It's interesting that we've got the mature woman here, and we've got 3 people here where we've got 2 fair and 2 dark. And we've got a young male. So there's a lot of people here, a lot of people. And a young female. I'll come back to those. Let's look at what the Lenormand has for us. We have the Garden of Eden here, the garden. Something about being social, being out there. Usually this is, it's Venus in Venus in Taurus, let's say. We've got the clouds, and the clouds are all about worry, right? Where there was a lot of happiness, something happened here. We've got the clouds, which means worry. And we've got the house. So something about home, something about the past, something about family. And it's interesting that, I mean, look, the Garden of Eden is where you're out in the open, right? You're out in the open, you're very social, and then the clouds come through. The news comes through. We've got communication, which comes through the air, right? It's not so much about being close together. As you could see, even, I suppose, in the Garden of Eden, You don't see people here, right? There's the imagination of people being there, of being social, but then the clouds come through, the news comes through, and we've got the house here, which the house means your emotional, financial security, home. Remember what the first news was, stay home, right? But we are transitioning, everyone. We're transitioning. Remember that the storks bring the child. This is a card of transition. This is like building a new home. Again, we've got the birds here, and we've got a 17, which is also the number of Aquarius. We've got the star card here. Okay, so contracts. Anything written, spoken, anything to do with the law, anything to do with contracts, okay, the justice system. And we've got the star here, which the star is a 16 and it's very similar to the tower. And yeah, we've got the ship. Again, this is like moving into a new age, a new chapter, everyone. And we all know that 2020 was like a major point in time. You know, as I've been saying from the beginning of the year, we have been writing, the story will be written in history of what's going on. Let's have a look at the Lenormand, because some of you are watching this for love. Let's see where love stands in this situation. Okay, we've got the cards here, and one more. Thank you. All right, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Let's make some space here. So codependency, which is very Saturnian, right? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. This is my twin flame journey card, mind you. And we've got soulmate. So someone obviously here is in a can I say prison with a codependency? Codependent, in a codependent relationship, there is codependency here, which means they cannot be where they want to be because of a lack of, whether it's emotional, self-worth, knowing one's worth. Codependencies can be many things. They could be financial, they could be work, they could be children, they could be anything. But the codependency card also speaks of being dependent of others. So needing others, not being able to stand strong and be independent, which I love to see here at the Nine of Pentacles, because that is a card of independence, right? Whether this is your own personal journey or whether this is things that are happening in the world. If you think about, let's look at the distant past. So we start here with the Five of Pentacles, where there's an imbalance. Again, there's a feeling of lack, not having the key. This woman here is focusing on what she's lost, on other things, not on the important things, that there is a solution, right? She's obviously fear-stricken, financially deprived, emotionally deprived. She's all alone. She feels that there is no help in her home, in her country, in whatever, in her work. The seed here is an imbalance. It's a 5, which means change must happen. Now, what we don't know is that there is a death, but there's also a rebirth. When? In the time of Aquarius. Okay? And we know that death is a process. It takes time. Remember that also the death card can mean intimacy, but it can also mean money from a partner, money coming from external sources. Okay, remember that Taurus, Scorpio, this axis is all about money. Okay, recent past, 10 of Cups, getting to the end of a cycle, 10 of Cups. Now, I'm not reading reversals here. I will be taking the vice versa to see for clarity here. 10 of Cups, the ending of a cycle. Some happiness in the recent past, right? There was happiness, fulfillment, bliss. But now we've got the Star card. And the Star card is a card of hope. It's that bright star in the sky. Remember that the movement of Saturn and Jupiter was called the Star of Christmas, okay? Again, like a rebirth of Christ. Okay, so that coming together of those huge planets, Saturn and Jupiter, was a sight for sore eyes to be able to see that. Okay, just after the conjunction of these two big planets. The star says that we're moving into the future. The star is also the 11th house, Aquarius, which means groups and associations. It's money coming after career. It's also friendships. But it's also, you know, Aquarius is very radical as well. Aquarius is also the humanitarian, which talks of big groups of people. It's the water bearer, remember. So Aquarius is also very radical, very quick thinking, very ingenious thinking, but it's also the people. Okay, so in the now card, in the now position, we've got the wish card of the star. On your mind, crowning the reading at the let's say at the highest point here, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which says financially it's pretty good. We're almost at the 10. What we need to do is we need to stand tall, we need to stand strong, know our self-worth, believe in ourselves as we can be independent. But also remember that she's in the Garden of Eden. So in the Garden of Eden, there's also the forbidden fruit and the serpent, remember, which can mean poison. It can mean, though, that we need to shed the past, things to do with the past. Whatever was poisonous for us, we need to shed it and move on. Grow a new skin, grow a new sense of strength, a new sense of standing strong and being independent. But you know that, of course, she's also very grounded. Her feet are firmly planted on the ground. It's earth. It is the Virgo card. There's pure energy in this. This is your health. This is your daily routine. You need to take care. Take care of yourself. Love yourself before you can come into a union. This is a soulmate card. Yes, it is an agreement. You have the action and advice, which means someone will be taking action in relation to coming into balance. Remember, we've got the Justice card, Libra, relationships. This can also be a partnership, but this can also be an agreement, remember. So the action and advice is that the 2 of Cups is here, but the outcome is that someone is taking action and looking for those 2 of Cups, right? And looking for those 2 of Cups, leaving something that was unhealthy, made them unhappy. They would give and give and give. So this is like not watering a plant anymore, a plant which is a poison ivy, let's say, a plant that's going to, let's say, suck the life out of you, in whatever that means for you personally. So this is someone going on a journey. There is spiritual growth here, and there's also distance. Okay. Now in the position of spirit, we've got the Knight of Cups, the 4 of Swords, which means someone's come out of heartbreak. Remember that it comes after the 3 of Swords. Someone is now willing to do the work. They've been doing the work, remember, purifying, clearing their mind. And I feel that it's this Knight of Cups, whoever this is, which can mean an offer if it's just a card of, you know, an energy. There's an offer coming through. There's news coming through. There is an offer here. So an offer to join forces. This is an offer to work together. Let's be a team. Let's do this together. So let's see what Spirit has first before I take more cards. As you can see here, we've got a female on her own. We've got a male on his own. Here we've got 3 people. There's no balance here. There's no 2, right? We've got the family, of course. And we've got the house here, which that's all we've been doing. You know, all the young people, they have to depend on messaging, social media, so that they can communicate in what's been happening. What a change. Let's see what, because we're at the tip of the iceberg right now, everyone. At the top of, practically at the top of the hill. Let's see what Gaia has. Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. So mystery is things that we don't know about. Magic, okay, there's always magic when there's a mystery, isn't there? And excitement. So what I feel with this is that there is a sense of magic which we can't actually see now. And sometimes a mystery, even for the children, can be very magical. I think for adults it's not. A mystery would be more about information missing, right? More than magic. As we grow up, we always tend to, you know, need to see the truth, and the truth is very important. But of course, children see things from a different perspective. All right, so I will read from the book. Let's take more cards and see what's going on here. Now, this is the Vice Versa Tarot, and I will be taking from the bottom. Why do we have the Five of Pentacles, please, Spirit? And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, and I'm just trying to work with these cards. It's a new deck. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which holds the 6th pentacle, right? Queen of Pentacles, the mother, being very grounded. She's the mother. She nurtures, she provides, she loves, she's dependable. This is Earth, okay? So Queen of Pentacles would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for me. So this could be a Queen of Pentacles who she is very much, she's like the Empress, but she's the minor arcana of the Empress. But the story could be about this Queen of Pentacles, that she's feeling left out in the cold. Now she holds the 6th pentacle, so it's up to her to bring the justice. Could even be for a family. She's a queen, remember, and she's very motherly. Okay, so let's see why we've got the Death and Rebirth. 2 cards want to come out, and we have, okay, this is the Queen of Wands, who's she's got her back turned, and we've got also the Knight of Cups. No, this is the Page of Cups in the reverse. So interesting, very interesting here. What I feel here is that there's been no creation. Usually the Queen of Wands, which is usually my Leo card, there's been no creation. Remember that the Queen of Wands is all about fire, but there's been no desire, there's been no fire, there's been a stoppage here. There's been no creation, no desire to create, because there is a transformation happening. There is no apology coming through. There is no offer coming through here. we've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, Piscean energy, Leo energy, that have turned their backs. Okay, so this could be another mother and another child. This could be a leader. We know the Queen of Wands is very charming. She's very magnetic, very charismatic. She's also a creator. Could be a career woman. This could mean no apology either. So this could be concerning, of course, a mother and a child as well that are going through a transformation. Let's have a look at the Ten of Cups in the recent past. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, which means obviously there's been either financial loss or, again, a back turned to this happiness. And I feel that it's like turning off the tap where emotional or even financial security is concerned. Someone has stopped feeding this happiness here. Okay, someone has stopped watering their plant here. Ten of Pentacles means a financial loss as well. Okay, remember that Ten of Pentacles is the family. It's feeling safe, secure within a group. The happiness turned sour in the recent past. Okay, let's have a look at the Star card. Okay, we've got the World card. The World card means there is an ending. It's got something to do with world matters or something at a distance. There's a chapter that has ended now, roundabout now. A major ending, a major karmic cycle has ended. What comes after it? Wow, and interesting, we've got, this is the Three of Cups. Wow, Three of Cups can mean reconciliation. It can mean celebration, and it can also mean a group effort in the now. Three of Cups can also mean too many people in the situation, remember. Okay, looks like if this is a love relationship, I'm thinking this is a reconciliation that is coming through as the karma has been cleared. If this is on a collective scale, wow. I've dropped 4 cards. I will have a look at them. If this is on a collective scale, there's going to be some sort of a celebration to do with world matters, okay? Also where people are concerned. Remember, Star is groups, big groups of people. Okay, so these cards just dropped. We've got the Page of Swords. Yep, this is the Page of Swords in the reverse. Lack of communication. Okay, this is also the Fool in reverse. Someone was not ready to take that leap of faith because of lack of communication. Someone has been blocked here, I would say, more than likely. This is the Nine of Wands and it's in the reverse. Someone was blocked. Looks like the wall is coming down now. And we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. So it looks like it's a King of Cups that may have blocked. They've stopped giving their love because they've turned their back. A King of Cups, as I said. Okay, so a water sign, could be a Scorpio. So someone with their back turned, it means that their cup is empty. So someone is not happy. A King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, not happy. Okay. Someone with an empty cup, now with their back turned, can also say that they could be someone that was quite manipulative. Let's have a look at that Nine of Pentacles. And we have, this is the Ace of Swords. Wow. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's been no truth. Okay. There's been no beginning. There's been no truth. This is the sword of truth. This is a gift from Spirit saying that there's victory here. But it looks like, I'm going to say at about now, because this is what the goal, right? There is a lack of truth, but there's also a lack of victory in being able to stand independent, whatever this is. Someone is not understanding their self-worth as well. Now here we've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is actually, she's facing forward. So we have the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Could be the Divine Feminine, could be the same people. I would say more than likely that the Queen of Wands with the Page of Wands, it's a different story, because the Queen of Wands is sitting on the Death card, which means she's out. What I see is that we've got a Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups here, someone who's very intuitive, very open emotionally, very much the High Priestess. Okay, and the High Priestess does not speak her truth. So Queen of Cups is someone that's open and ready to give emotionally. She holds that Ace of Cups, remember. Let's see what that Two of Cups is in the action and advice. We've got the Two of Swords. So someone is ready, someone is needing to make a decision on a soulmate connection, on an agreement. They're trying to make a decision without having all the information. Oops. And this card opened up for me, and we've got the Chariot in the reverse, which means someone is stuck. Okay? Someone is really, really stuck. And there's difficulty in movement here. And we could even say that this was here. Remember that someone is ready to take charge. They haven't taken charge. They haven't moved yet. They're deciding on moving. Okay, they're probably waiting for those stars to come through to guide them the way. Let's have a look at that Eight of Cups. And we've got, okay, oh, beautiful. We've got number 20, which is Judgment card. Wow. And this is, of course, the help from Spirit, from Archangel Michael, saying this is a judgment that is going to be made, and someone is walking away. Whoever is walking away and leaving those 8 cups that were not filled, that were spilt, they're walking towards their sun. They're walking towards their happiness. Let's take another card. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. Now, things are still up in the air. With the Two of Pentacles, we've got 2 twos here, and we're talking about balance, right? Let's take one more card. And we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, which means those messages, that communication is coming through. This is flight travel. This is the skies are opening up for even flight travel. I feel that this is help from Spirit up here with Archangel Michael. Remember, there's a resurrection. Why do we have, I should do it like this. Why do we have the Knight of Cups here? What's the Knight of Cups for? What is this offer concerning? And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. Okay. Three of Pentacles. This is expansion and growth. This is collaboration. This could have to do with yes, and again, I'm going to say concerning 3 people, but also someone, this is all about expansion and growth. There's a point of growth, okay, so that don't give up on what you've been working on. Okay, we've also got the Four of Swords here, and we've got the Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups, yeah, interesting. Okay, so, sorry, the Three of Pentacles is actually in the reverse, which means that it could be that out of 3, we go back to the 2, so we're coming more into balance, I feel here. This is the Six of Cups right here, which means it's like revisiting past innocent times and days, years back. something to do with a soulmate connection, of course, but also a sense of being able to trust again, even though we've got a lot of work ahead of us with that 8 of Pentacles, right? Let's see. And what I see is a bridge here where someone needs to cross over that bridge. So change needs to happen here. And remember that whatever we're doing, it's for the children. This is the card of the children. Let's take one more card. And we've got the 7 of Cups in the reverse, which means the confusion, the illusion. Usually when it's in the upright, it means that there are choices, but also things are up in the air and there's a lot of confusion. In the reverse says that obviously, and we go 6 and 7, so whatever has been of an illusion, deception, or anything like that will be shown to us. And remember for me that when I have a reverse card, 7 of Cups would go again back to the 6 of Cups, okay? Because obviously 7 of Cups in the upright means that we've got lots of choices. Lots of choices and we can be confused, but remember that's the Neptune energy, and Neptune can be very, very confusing, very nebulous. All right, so what I'd like you to do now is ask your question, as I'm going to be taking an angel answer. Ask a question and see if Spirit could have the answer for you. I do feel here in the foundation of that 6 of Pentacles, there's been a lack of generosity here, a lack of balance. That is what the foundation is all about. And it's probably all about this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this mother who is very much a nurturer, a provider, feeling left out in the cold. So I feel that there's been an injustice that's happened here. And remember that eclipse was in Cancer. We've got the Chariot in the reverse as someone is stuck right here in the action and advice in relation to the 2 of Cups. So what I feel with the reversed Chariot means that it's all about timing. It's all about timing, that at some point, even though someone is stuck, they will get stuck. A situation will get unstuck as whoever is taking on that chariot, whoever's sitting in that chariot and moving towards victory. Don't forget that the Chariot is Spirit. It's Spirit that's putting you in charge, me in charge, us in charge. Okay, and that the movement towards victory will happen. Okay, I hope that you're ready. Let's take a card from Spirit. Might take a couple of cards. We have Don't Stop. Okay. We have Not the Right Time. And we have Trust. And that's what it's all about. Always, at the end of the day, people, we always need to trust. Trust in the divine. Trust in the higher plan. Okay, the divine plan. I want to just take one card. Thank you, Spirit. One card on that Chariot. And we have the 4 of Wands, everyone. And the 4 of Wands, it's in the upright. Okay, as you can see. 4 of Wands is 1111. It's also a card of celebration and a wedding. Okay, so someone is in two minds of where their stability lies, where their home lies, whether it's their country, whether it's their business, where their livelihood lies. Okay, and I do see, even with a Chariot here, that obviously someone's turned their back, okay, because they've got other choices with that Two of Swords. All right, let's take the Island Time Wellness, and this is an oracle for love, everyone, so if that is what you're interested in, let's see what the messages are. Remember that the Gemini, I just said Gemini card, I don't know why. The Lovers, I thought that was the Lovers card. That's the Judgment card, of course. That's not the Lovers card. Okay. What's going on here? We have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. The Dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. We know that the Dragonfly is also a source of transformation. And we have Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving, affection, falling in love. And it's great to see, and I hope that people will be able to give those kisses in actuality, physically, and not just blowing kisses in the air. Anyway, so it looks like someone's gone through transformation here, obviously. Unconditional love. We're going through a transformation, everyone. Spirit is saying that we are loved unconditionally. Now, there's a sense of reconciliation here. Remember, this is my twin flame card. We've got a soulmate connection, reconciliation, where those twin flames, they catch up, they connect up in the ethers, up in the clouds, as they conjoin, probably as, you know, sometimes it can be through your sleep. Obviously, that's when we astral travel, but they can conjoin through thought, through telepathy, through their higher selves, okay? And it says that there are revelations here as well, I'm going to say. As you reveal, take note of the word reveal, your innermost selves, so your darkest depths to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel that the challenges that we are going through, everyone, will we are the dragonflies at this time. We are the dragonflies as our lives are going through a major upheaval, change, transformation, okay? I want to take one card on the hidden position here, the card of death. We've got the Queen of Wands, remember, in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. Thank you so much, Spirit. That is exactly what we need. We need the Wheel of Fortune. We need the Wheel of Fate to turn and bring in the changes, the fated changes. We're at the end of cycles. We've got 1, 2, 3 tens. We've got the wheel here as well. Remember that the wheel is Sagittarius, which we've got Jupiter here, abundance. We've got the paths of fortune here, okay? Even though the South Node is in Sagittarius, and this is what we need and what we're shedding, what we're excreting from our lives, is those old outworn ideas. Remember that Sagittarius is all about freedom. Okay, so we know how things have been recently. It's time now for that to end, as the truth will unfold with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is also the law. Okay, it's that vision the vision of the world that we want to have, the world that loves, nurtures, and provides for us. Mother Gaia, right? Mother Gaia. Uranus in Taurus now conjoining in the next couple of days. Everyone in the next few days in Taurus is going to help through Tower moments to bring in the changes, the very necessary changes, okay, in all of our lives. All right, I'm just going to quickly take a couple of cards, just a couple of tarot cards so I can give you more information. First of all, on the communication, what card do we have? We have the King of Cups. So King of Cups is a water sign, someone open with their heart. We had the King of Cups, remember, somewhere? We had the King of Cups that fell out with his back turned. There could be communication if there's been ghosting. Let's look at that love triangle. Okay, let's look at the triangle, at the choice. We've got the King of Pentacles here, King of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here, just take note, and we've got the Queen of Cups here. Okay, what's this young male? We have the Fool, and the Fool can mean someone is willing to come in and take that risk. Remember, Aries energy, very quick, very cardinal. Let's take a card on the family, see what's going on with the family. And we've got the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, a group effort, being a family, becoming a family, having a group and collaborating, being close to other people, close to family, close to people that we love. Let's take this wallflower only. And we have the Seven of Cups. So some sort of an illusion or not feeling yourself. Remember that this is her shadow. This is not herself. She's in her shadow, which means she's very confused. She's lost. Okay, she is lost. Just like with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is total and utter confusion. All right. Dear. Okay. Let's just take a couple of love messages here. They may or may not be for you, but nevertheless, just before I do that, okay, a couple of messages, personal messages. I dreamt of you before I met you. This is the Four of Wands, and it's right on the Four of Wands. We have I love, love, love you. Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment. And I'm coming to meet you. I want to be with you. Eight of Wands. So this is someone taking flight. Someone sending out those messages. Nevertheless. All right, so let's just read the Enchanted Forest quickly, and that will be our reading today. So we've got a number 27, which equals a 9. 1 minute, life seems rather mundane and boring. Then all of a sudden, someone or something sweeps into your world like a breath of fresh air. All of a sudden, you feel as though you are on a magical mystery tour with a renewed sense of passion and excitement for life. And it doesn't matter that you have no real idea where this is all leading you. In fact, not knowing only creates more excitement. Life is now full of romance and seemingly endless creative possibilities. Embrace all that comes your way. Enjoy the journey and don't be in a hurry to settle things down or draw conclusions. Allow things to unfold in their own way and time. What unravels will bring you lasting joy and a deep sense of fulfillment. And I feel that last sentence is the most important of all. What unravels will bring you lasting joy and a deep sense of fulfillment. Everyone. And I do see a lot of prosperity, a lot of help from Spirit. Remember, we've got Jupiter in abundance. We've got Powers of Fortune. It's a very fated time. We've got the Justice card here. We are transitioning. Humanity is transitioning. You need to trust in the process. It does say not the right time. As I've said, Mercury retrograde is on the 30th, depending on where you are in the world, starting end of January until 21st of February. I feel that that moment with Mercury retrograding, those 3 weeks, will be very interesting. Because after that, as soon as Mercury turns direct, I feel that it's going to be like a totally different chapter. Please do not forget that little Mercury, he is the messenger, but he's very important. Think of it. Without him, there's no conversation. Without conversation, how do we build that tower? That tower, remember, any foundation, anything that we're working on or trying to build or manifest in our life, if there's no communication, if there's no truth, if there's no logic and there's no collaboration and a group effort, there's nothing. And remember also that Mercury is also the children. Without the children, there is no future. So everyone, yes. Let's see what Mercury will bring us with that next retrograde. For now, I will leave you with this. I want to thank you so much and love you all so much. Sending you lots of love. We are at the end of a cycle. Look at the numbers. 21, right? And a 3. 3 is expansion. Love you all lots. Stay well. Stay blessed. Keep the faith, everyone. Ta-da.